Mission Renovation this morning, and I am inside what could be described as a shed, what Michael Eshner would describe as a man cave. This is a shed that's coming from Reeds Ferry, and I have to tell you, the construction of this makes it more like a little home than anything else. This morning, the guys from Reeds Ferry are here installing. You can see some of the work is already being done. And Mike, I'm just going to pull you over because you mapped out a plan that would allow the Eshner family to have a great storage unit here.
Yes, basically met up here with Mike, kind of went over what he was looking for, what he needed in a shed, pretty much gave us the spot, kind of gave us free reign, and this is what we came up with. Hopefully he's happy with it. Let's
step inside for just a moment, Mike, because I want to see some of the features here. When we're looking at the construction of this isn't particle board that we're seeing here, and these windows have much more detail than you might see on an average shed.
Yeah, it's the same as housing. We put the same materials into our sheds that you're going to get in Mike's house here for the longevity of it. You know, we warranty them for 30 years. There's a reason we build it the way it is, just so that we'll never see an issue. There's never going to be anything comes up. If there is, he's got us behind him pretty much the next 30 years. He calls us, we'll be here.
How many square feet is this shed?
This one we got 160 square feet. He's got a 10 by 16. He's got a little extra wall height because Mike is a little bit taller. Gives him a little bit more extra storage above his head. But the 160 pretty much was the right size for this yard and really what he was doing with type of stuff in the two kids that he has, because he's just going to keep growing.
Yeah, so tell me about some of the storage that he'll use this for. I imagine the lawnmower, there are some rakes that are going in here.
I believe once they finish with the yard, he's going to probably use a rider lawnmower, which we gave him the bigger size door so that he can get that in and out with no problem. Plus, all the toys he already has for those kids. I think they might take over half of this shed just for their stuff, but it's overall, it was the right size. We didn't want to go too much bigger for this size yard, but I think it came out nice.
This shed here is, the thing that's so interesting to me is the fact that it went up so quickly for as much detail as it has.
Yeah, approximately 2.5 hours it takes our crew to put something this size up. A little different than if me and you were building it at home by ourselves. You know, we're going to be weekend warriors and building it, you know, over probably a span of 2 months, where our guys can come in. We have it pre-built. We spend probably about a half a day pre-building it, so all the walls and the materials are already in it. Vinyl siding's on, doors, windows are placed. Guys carry these walls in one by one, stand them up. So in a matter of about 15 minutes, you've got a box already set, so you kind of figure out where you're going with your shed. But
do you find that because it has such a home quality to it, a house-level quality, that a lot of guys say, hey, wait a second, I may need to move in here to get away from the wife?
We hear that a lot. It does have all the same materials that you're going to use inside the house, so if he wants to finish it off like that, we've seen some crazy and pretty amazing things that people have done inside, but we'll leave that up to Mike.
Well, Mike, I have to ask you and maybe rib you a little bit, because as soon as you saw this thing go up, you went, oh, I'd love that as a man cave.
All I could picture was a big couch, a nice flat screen, a little bar, and a cooler, stuff like that. It'd be awesome.
But instead, there are some needs that you'll have this for. What are some of the things that you're going to be putting in here this morning?
Well, the idea is to get all the junk out of the garage, and what we want to keep, throw it in here, and obviously the kids will end up taking over probably half of it, so I got to stake my claim early, you know.
What I do love about that is the ripple effect. So once you get everything out of the house and out of the garage and it goes in this shed, then all of a sudden other spaces of the house become more usable because you're able to have more storage than you normally would.
Absolutely. Ideally, I'd like to turn the garage into an area where I can, you know, work on stuff, things like, you know, have all my tools that I don't want to leave out here. So that'll really open up the basement, and like you said, the ripple effect, everything just cleans up a lot quicker.
Hey, by the way, are you Brian?
Yes, I'm Brian.
Brian, you're working pretty hard for us. I just wanted to say hi this morning. We're talking about you the whole way through and didn't even say hi.
I was just trying to keep busy over here and finish this thing up for you guys.
Well, I tell you, a lot of people here are keeping busy this morning as Mission Renovation is continuing on the Fox 25 Morning News.